Girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick at the card. And yes, I'm next to a door. That's wonderful. I mean, at the moment, moving home. There's been a lot of transitional moment. Still transitioning. Okay, anyhow, moving on. Today's going to be a third party update. So let's see what's happening. A third party doesn't mean someone else. It can be another focus than yourself. That could be work, that could be friends, that could be all kind of things. So let's not take it too personal. Again, I know it's easy to say, but let's stay cool, right? Okay, so two powers. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, I know. Every time I do the same. 3 of Wands, the Hangman, focus. So that's pile number 1. Well, okay, so for sure we know there's a third party. However, there is an idea of knowing that you are the final destination. And even though it's complicated, even though it's not, obvious, the how we're going to get there, or how we're going to get to that place of peace, we already know. And I think both of you know. Yes, there is a need to change perspective. Maybe that person thought, well, I'm stuck, I'm married, or I'm in that relationship, so you and I aren't going to be possible. However, it's going to be possible. Yes, oh, too much energy, you see what I mean? Of course, when they met you, they were very much focused on something else. That could be work, that could be somebody else. And yet again, you came like, remember, that is almost like the Ace of Cups, very much the Ace of Cups. So that is love at first sight, an offer of love, something like you cannot deny. So you're a bit of a troublemaker, aren't you? So definitely this idea of dropping something that allowed them to open at the level of the heart. Maybe they were keeping themselves busy in order not to feel, not to think, not to open the heart altogether. You can very much be in a relationship and not really opening the heart. You think you do, but you stay on the superficial kind of level. With you, it's not possible to be superficial. It has to, go deep, inevitably, right? You think so? Yes, because you're a twin flame. And this idea of being married to the wrong person, that is hard to appreciate. It's hard to digest. It's very complicated. However, they don't understand the why of your connection, the intensity of your connection. You may have met like for half a second, doesn't matter. When it's your twin, is your twin, and you don't need to spend Christmas over this to figure it out. So on paper, it doesn't make sense at all. However, you felt something that you never felt before, and you will never feel again with somebody else. This is unbelievable. Some of you might feel it's too intense. Some of you might be fighting against it because it's too much. It's just changing everything in my life, shaking the boat, because you might be the one in the third party, So inevitably, you have to rethink your purity, but you do have a nostalgia of pure love, and you realize that maybe the person you're with is not the pure love, and that person you met is. Boom, bada boom, right? Of course, it's a lot of anxiety either for you or for the other person, because you realize how much you're going to have to reshape your life, your world, your everything. But you have a clarity. And to be fair, before you get to an Ace of Swords, you have to go through a Ten of Swords. So if you look back, you were not that happy. Maybe it's been a long journey, and as I say, it's nothing worse than feeling lonely when you're next to somebody. Maybe you were feeling like comfortable, but were you happy? Maybe not. Were you unhappy? Probably not neither. You were somewhere in the middle. But now you have a clarity that what you have the opportunity to experience is worth it, worth it, worth it. Life, is short. So for me, there is an idea of also new beginning. When we have an Ace, is a brand new beginning with clarity. You know what I'm saying? But you knew all along. Very, very powerful. Okay, so pile number 2, third party update. 6 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Wow. Someone is definitely moving towards you. Number of love, number 6. Wands, a lot of passion, but also clear idea, choose you. For a long time, that person was running away from the emotion, or maybe running away from themselves. No, I'm going to work, and I'm not going to have any time to think about what I feel or how I feel. I'm going to escape my own reality. The mind was trying to control the heart. Good luck with that one. And of course, this one, putting you on a pedestal was also a very good excuse not to act on things, not to take action. Of course, but it doesn't work because it's all about the mind. You will remember that when you make a decision based on the mind, you might have regret. If you make a decision based on the heart, on your gut feeling, you will never ever regret it. So think about it. As a result, boom, bada boom, the yin and the yang coming together, we go for victory, approaching you, rushing towards you, or you the one rushing toward that person. Of course, because there's an idea of regret. There is a potential of a lifetime of happiness, and I let it go. So it could be someone coming back after years and years and years and years and realize I have to fix this because I tried to push you away and I regret not grabbing the opportunity with you, and now I need to come clean and I need to tell you. Absolutely. Communication, embracing as well that new phase in your story, opening that gate, and this, it's evident, it's very passionate, very forward, and it's in flow. You're not going against the flow anymore, you in flow, if that makes sense. So there is an idea of a lot to say, a lot to share, and this idea like I don't really know, how to make it work. The ones is very it's very organic. You don't have a manual, but you just feel that it has to be done, and that's beautiful. Absolutely. The strengths of your relationship and the strengths of yourself, because you all know where we stand. Because from day one, I think you were the light at the end of the tunnel. You were showing the path all along. You were absolutely ticking all the boxes for each other as well. Maybe you didn't allow yourself to engage into it because you thought that person was not available and you don't want to suffer. Absolutely fair. And also you didn't want to feel the guilt of destroying a relationship or destroying a family if they have children as well. So fair enough, but somehow the light was always shining at the end of the tunnel, but you had to go through the tunnel. It's all about balancing the emotion. Maybe you're not destroying anything because maybe they were not happy to start with. You wouldn't manifest in someone's life if that person was fully and truly happy, because that person wouldn't even see you, but they see you and you see them. So for me, you're not destroying anything that is solid. If you were solid, it wouldn't be destroyed. If there's a crack in a wall, then of course there is an opportunity there to break down. But the relationship was not that pure, and you know that. So there's nothing to feel guilty about. It's not like you going around hunting for, a family to break down. No, of course not. Of course not. You wouldn't do such a thing. But if someone is coming towards you, it's because they're not really happy where they're at. And also the other person might not be fully happy, but maybe they stay together because of comfort, because of habit, because blah, blah, blah. So let's be realistic here, people. Let's be true to ourselves. Do you like my hearing? And for my sister, one Christmas gift. Ooh, one of many already. My goodness. Very lucky, very grateful. On this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.